will guarantee public servant optimal performance and aid effective service delivery to all residents. He said the special Juma service provides a moment to reflect upon the invaluable contributions of the public servant in Lagos State and to seek divine blessings upon their endeavors.
Celebrate the civil servants, the public servants, for enduring under difficult circumstances, for performing above standard, above the required expectation. Our public servants are wonderful, so we need to celebrate them, and we need to appreciate them, and we need to encourage them so that they will do more than we require for them.
Also speaking, the Attorney General of Lagos State, Lawal Pedro, said the government will continue to prioritize the welfare and well-being of civil servants in the state and urged the people to continue to appreciate and support the present administration.
Continue to appeal to the non-people, public servants of Lagos State, to continue to be understanding and appreciate the efforts of our government, the present government, what it's doing. If it is able to increase to the level of the that they are set, if you know the law, the civil servant, the public servant, so I continue to plead with our demands, continue to pray for Mr. Governor, Mr. Deputy Governor, the entire Executive Council, and the body of our executive.
In a goodwill message, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Housing, Abdul Hafiz Toriola, appreciated Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for his kind gesture towards the welfare of civil servants in the state, urging them to continue to be diligent in their work environment. The Public Service Week is dedicated to celebrate, honor, and recognize the commitment, diligence, and sacrifices of the state workforce. Efforts are in top gear to ensure the Lagos State Geographic Information Service largest bill is passed into law to support development programs and provide a computerized and harmonized central database for all land administration processes in the state. Special Advisor to the Governor on EGRS and Urban Development, Olajide Babatunde, made this known at a retreat to scrutinize the largest bill for efficiency and effectiveness held at Ikeja. Babatunde said the largest bill will, when passed into law, would intensify tourism promotion, industrial development, boundary resolutions, property valuation and revaluation for effective taxation and revenue collection, population and housing census operation, planning of urban and rural settlement and transportation, flood and erosion control, mineral development and communication planning, among others, in the state. The special advisor noted that Office of AGRS and Urban Development, which is currently under the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development, would become Lagis agency when the bill is passed into law. The special advisor who urged Lagos.
It's a service that interconnects with all the MDAs in Lagos, where we're all going to be able to use spatial data in a way that makes our processes more efficient. So capture Lagos with your cellular phones or your smartphones. You are able to take pictures. Because you've taken it from a location, it can immediately be transferred onto our platform, and we know that through that technological whistleblowing scheme, we're able to find out those who are building, and then we can go there to see if they have a permission.
The special advisor who urged Lagos residents to take advantage of the ongoing state government amnesty window to get building approval for their property hinted that the state government will invest on satellite for effective communication and monitoring as done in developed countries. On his part, the Chairman House Committee on Physical Planning and Urban Development, Sylvester Ogunkelu, stated that Lagis bill has scaled through the second reading on the floor of the House of Assembly and assured that Lagos residents would be the beneficiaries when it is eventually passed into law.
When this Lagis bill comes to law, I believe Lagosian can be in their house processing C4. You can be in your house knowing what is going on in the street by accessing your phone through the e-addressing system.
Stakeholders at the event commended and constructively criticized some sections of the bill and called for harmonization to achieve its objectives and promoting paperless transactions in land administration. To ensure diabetes and hypertension is reduced to the barest minimum across the country, the Nigerian Governors Forum, in collaboration with Commissioners for Health Forum, will begin a nationwide test and treatment for blood sugar and hypertension to get in 10 million Nigerians. Speaking at a press conference ahead the health program, which will hold between October 28 and 3rd of November, Commissioner for Health in Lagos, Didaki Abayomi, urged Lagos residents to take advantage of the program tagged Know Your Numbers, Control Your Numbers, 10 million project movement. According to him, hypertension is responsible for 10 million deaths every year in the world, while 800,000 Lagosians walk with the condition every day. Speaking on risk factors, Abayomi encouraged residents to embrace healthy lifestyle, eat balanced diet, reduce sugar and salt intake, alcohol consumption, exercise regularly, stay physically active and maintain a healthy body mass index and avoid smoking. Earlier, the State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Motosho, called on journalists to participate in the campaign because of the stress associated with their job. The free blood pressure and sugar test will be available at the various primary health care centers and general hospitals across the state to raise awareness and provide free screening for the two leading non-communicable diseases, hypertension and diabetes, commonly known as silent killers. Now to the rest of the stories. Members of the Joint Health Sector Unions and Assembly of Healthcare Professionals have declared a 7-day warning strike commencing from midnight today. The national chairman of the union, Kabiru Minijibir, in some of its listed demands said the union wants immediate implementation of the consolidated health salary structure, payment of a 25% review of its arrears from June to December 2023, upward review of retirement age for health workers, tax waiver on healthcare workers' allowances. Minijibir said the union also demands the immediate payment of COVID-19 inducement hazard allowance, among others. The latest strike comes after a 15-day notice of industrial action issued to the federal government. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, has emphasized the critical role of digital literacy in tackling misinformation and promoting responsible media use. Idris stated this at the celebration of National Global Media and Information Literacy Week 2024 in Abuja. The event, themed New Digital Frontiers of Information, Media and Information Literacy for Public Interest Information, was organized by the International Media and Information Literacy Institute at the National Open University of Nigeria, in partnership with the United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization and the National Commission for UNESCO. Idris highlighted the transformative impact of the digital era, where social media, generative AI, and online content creation have broadened access to information. The minister also called for nationwide media literacy initiatives to enable citizens discern credible sources and critically assess information. The insurance industry is not immune to the country's current economic situation, as every sector is striving to break even. Chairman of Lasaco Assurance, Teju Phillips, stated this in a message to shareholders at the company's annual service meeting in Lagos. Phillips said fiscal year 2023 was a pivotal period for many companies across various sectors, noting that expanding business operations has served as the bedrock of the company's accomplishment. She said despite the economic turbulence witnessed towards the close of 2023, Asako Insurance maintained its market share and fortified its position within the insurance industry. Shareholders of the company commended the board of directors for steering the company towards continued growth in the face of growing inflation. In foreign news now, at least 38 people have been killed in Israeli strikes in southern Gaza. According to the Hamas-run health ministry, Israeli troops reportedly raided one of the last functioning hospitals in the north of the territory. Rescue workers said 9 children from one family were among those killed near the southern city of Khan Yunis. The ministry and the medics also said Israeli troops had ordered patients and members of staff to leave Kamal Adwan Hospital in the northern town of Beit Lahia, close to the besieged Jabalia area. Meanwhile, Jordan's foreign minister has warned that Israel is carrying out ethnic cleansing in northern Gaza, where hundreds of Palestinians have reportedly been killed and tens of thousands displaced in recent weeks. In sport now, Luton Town has released a statement condemning in strong terms the online racist remarks directed at Elijah Adebayo. The club declared that it is standing with the Nigerian forward in the face of another racial discrimination. The forward notified the club after receiving Instagram messages with a racist comment on Wednesday night. It would be recorded that Adebayo was subjected to a racist abuse last year. And that's it on the news at 6. But just before we go, always carry out proper and adequate checks on your vehicles before setting out. You can follow us and like on our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supplied 86,000 dual furniture sets to 775 public schools? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State public and civil servants have been urged to work as a team with shared vision and purpose in a bid to build a state that fulfills the aspirations of its citizens. Members of the Joint Health Sector Unions and Assembly of Health Care Professionals have declared a 7-day warning strike commencing from midnight today. We also told you that at least 38 people have been killed in an Israeli strikes in southern Gaza. Finally, in sport, Luton Town has released a statement condemning in strong terms the online racist remarks directed at Elijah Adebayo. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Zainab Adebeshi. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening.